What is up, my beautiful people? Hope you're all having a terrific day. Exile451 here with you again to make your day even better. Got some great stories out of a sub I didn't know about until I started looking for stuff for today's video. r/deciding to get better. I think you're really gonna enjoy these ones, so sit back, relax, and let's get better. In 2016, I tried to kill myself twice. On Friday, I was accepted into the University of Notre Dame's graduate school. I don't feel the need to go into detail unless people would like me to. Basically, the title says it all. I've struggled with depression and anxiety my entire life. When I was 21, I attempted suicide in November, then again in December. After each attempt, I had to stay in a psychiatric ward. Last couple of years, I failed a lot of my classes and thought about dropping out because I didn't think I could ever achieve anything. In December, I impulsively quit my job, signed up for classes, and just focused on finishing, even though I was really scared. In March, my professor approached me and told me about an opening in a program, and although I was filled with doubt, I applied and finally got into my dream school. I want people to know that even if you have struggled or have failed or feel hopeless, please know that it really can get better. It won't be easy, it won't be fast, and it will be scary. However, if you take your time for yourself to figure out what you really want, I promise you that you will get that spark inside your chest that gives you the energy to fight. Forgive yourself for anything you're ashamed about and move forward. You can do it. I hit rock bottom twice, and I should be dead. But now, I feel like I'm made out of light and nothing is going to stop me. Wow, OP, that is such an incredible story. You know, you're really just the prime example of what it means to just keep going. I can only imagine what you were going through at those times you tried to commit suicide. I feel for you strongly, as I've had friends in similar situations and know how bad they can feel. And you are just such a shining example of what it means to just push through that. Thank you, OP, so much for sharing. Your story is so significant, especially in today's world where depression seems to be the thing everyone is struggling with. You rose above that and you have set an example for everyone else. If you can do it, so can anyone. Thank you so much for sharing this story, and I really hope that you're doing well at Notre Dame. I think I finally remembered how to love myself after almost 7 years. After well over 6 years of battling depression and anxiety, I think I am finally able to love myself again. I started doing drugs and drinking heavily back when this all started 6 years ago, and since then, I've had terrible anxiety and depression that has severely held me back and kept me from living a happy life. I've come now to realize that the whole time it's been my own thoughts on how I view myself that's causing it. After spending much more time in nature the past couple of years, I finally had a breakthrough this summer. One morning after heavy drinking, I was so hungover that I cracked my phone screen in the shower from dropping it. Something in my mind clicked that this isn't the life I want to live anymore at that moment. I'm sick and tired of always feeling pain, like there's something wrong with myself and the people around me. I'm tired of being such a harsh critic of myself. I thought about the part of myself that I know is good and pure deep down, back when I was a little kid, which before I learned how to judge myself so harshly and be so unforgiving. I must have disconnected this part of myself, which I believe is the genuine me, many years ago. If this past version of me could love myself, then I don't see why I don't deserve to love myself today. This feeling of who I have truly been this whole time, which is someone not afraid to be genuine and curious and understand things before judging them, is what has been giving me more hope and peace now than I can remember feeling in a long time. The more that I bring this younger, more innocent side of me to the forefront of my mind, the more I feel like I understand why I've been feeling so bad for so long. Because I was suppressing who I really am out of fear of rejection. I am quitting drugs now, and although I've been dealing with withdrawals the last 3 weeks from opioids, I still feel better mentally for the most part than I have felt in a long time. I just can't wait to see how I feel after the withdrawals. People around me already tell me they see a difference, that I seem lighter, more energetic, and laugh more. I've noticed that people are beginning to treat me differently and seem more relaxed and smile more than they used to when I'm around them. I sometimes cry because it's hard for me to believe that I may finally be getting over anxiety and depression, which I thought I would probably have to bear with for the rest of my life. I still can't even fully believe that I am living myself again, and occasionally doubt if my depression and anxiety are really truly coming to some sort of closure, since I've forgotten what it feels like to not feel terrible all the time. Anyways, I'm really proud of myself and just wanted to share in case I'm able to inspire anyone else. I wish all of you out there the best of luck on your own journeys. Wow, OP, what an incredible story. I mean, addiction in and of itself is hard enough to overcome, but to couple that with the depression and the anxiety and everything else that you're going through is just a recipe for, well, kind of what you ended up being in. To recognize what it is that drove that is an incredible thing and something that most addiction recovery programs focus on. You're doing great. Yeah, beating those addictions is going to suck. It is going to drain everything from you, but on the other end, you will be so glad that you put in that effort that you won't feel like you're a slave to them anymore. Congratulations on all that you're doing, all the success that you've seen. Keep it up. So proud of you. And thank you so much for sharing your story. Own your space. I've had low self-esteem and insecurity for years and have been depressed for a long time because of it. Last week, it got to the stage where I finally told people. I'm not sure why I didn't before. Trying to act strong, maybe? I then got the flu after for the majority of that week, beginning to recover only on Friday. This flu, though, it seemed to do something remarkable for me. Recovering switched something on in my brain that I haven't had for years. I've remembered who I am and what it means to be me. That nothing else anybody does or says matters at all unless I want it to matter. I actually have control of my life. The fog has been lifted. I feel things again. Reading, creating art, listening to music, all actually engages me. I can't believe for so long I actually forgot how to live. If you're experiencing depression, anxiety, and a complete lack of self-worth, know that this headspace you're in, this mental fog, the repeated thoughts that you can't escape, they're not what life has to be for you. Where you are right now, occupy that space. Feel your body holding itself within this space. Look at pictures of yourself and remember who you are. You are you, and you can truly be the very best you can imagine. Feel your energy and your inner life force and act on it. Be a boss. If my broken brain somehow had this revelation, yours will too. Next time you're in a social situation at work or school that you normally dread, feel your space here too. And instead of thinking about yourself and how you feel, look at the other person and think about what they're doing. Their facial expressions or the way they're talking or standing. You'll soon realize you're engaged and actually living this moment with the other person. I've struggled socially for a ridiculous amount of time due to my insecurity. And these new epiphanies I seem to have had has enabled me to tackle my social weaknesses with a sense of adventure and fun. My life situation is pretty terrible right now, but I've found the motivation to make a change and really, really hope this lasts. Well, OP, like you said, your life is yours. Nothing else controls it but you. If you want that change to last, you'll make that change last. But this is such a good example of what it takes to recognize who's really in control. Your own thoughts, your impulses, your insecurities, they can be powerful demotivators. But ultimately, you are the one behind the steering wheel that is your life. You don't have to let them control you. It's a good thing that you figured this out, and I'm so happy that you shared the story. Thank you so much, and I hope that you're still doing well and that you're continuing on this track. Thank you all so much for watching today. I truly appreciate each and every one of you coming by and supporting the channel. The growth has been incredible lately, and I can't express my gratitude deeply enough. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Have a great rest of the day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Until then, I'm Exile451. Stay beautiful, people.